Did you talk to him?
I did actually.
About this?
About this, yeah, I did.
I'm an Arsenal fan, so my opinion.
Player. Settle down, otherwise you're going to get one of them, all right?
The way you're smiling, I know you've lost.
I'm smiling.
Bias FC, Arsene Wenger's team versus Jose Mourinho's team. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome please, Juwon versus Ray.
Listen, the best club in London, finally.
The last club to win the Champions League in London.
Who cares? We're not talking about that.
That's what you want.
We all care. All right, here's how it's going to go. They're going to debate player for player as it goes. So, who would like to go first?
No. We're not doing no humble thing. You go first. Go on.
You want me to
How
go
about
first?
this? Choose a midfielder as well if you're a bad man. Do it.
I'm going to choose one of the greatest midfielders of all time.
Smash. Go on. You're on smash. Exactly.
I'm going to kick off with one of the best Chelsea players of all time, not just under Mourinho. We have to go for Frank Lampard.
Smash.
What?
Highest scoring Premier League midfielder of all time.
Okay, and?
Won everything. Reliable. If he's stepping up for a pen, you know he's scoring it. Everything you want a midfielder to deliver in your team, especially with the players he had around him, he did. So when you think of a midfielder in the Premier League, who do you think about? Frank Lampard.
I think about Gerrard, then I think about Scholes, then I think about my player actually.
Who's that?
With 111 assists, Francesco.
Talking about a player that also played for my team as well.
Also played for your team just to help your team actually. He went there as a charity case for you guys.
An Arsenal fan talking about charity case on Chelsea players.
We even gave you Giroud to help you win some stuff. Anyways, Cesc Fabregas, of course. Player for player versus Lampard is easily the better player. Compared to Lampard, better at passing, better at driving with the ball. If you actually watch Cesc, he's got a better shot than Lampard. I said it. Someone said it.
It's not me, and it was you.
In all fairness, Lampard, of course. 175 goals in the Premier League.
Outrageous.
What is next? After goal scoring, what does Frank actually bring that's over Cesc?
Frank Lampard can pass. Frank Lampard can run. Frank Lampard can defend. Better than Cesc Fabregas. I don't want to hear that. Mentality, better.
Yeah, Lampard. Great mentality.
Most people would rather have Lampard in their team. At the end of the day, an English player in this league, the story that he's had, if you are the highest scoring midfielder in the Premier League of all time, you have some respect on your name.
All I hear is that he was scared to leave his country. Anyways.
Bias FC lost his damn mind.
Point goes to Ray.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I
Bro, it's not Disney. Watch them both.
Every day.
Cesc is better.
Okay, next player, and I need a left back from both of you.
Now, Shirayah, we both know who we're both going for. You know what I mean? But now I gotta give you someone who we gave to you.
Yes.
This guy was part of our best squad ever. He was made at our club.
Gal cliche.
And he's clearly the best left back of all time. Ashley Cole at the mighty Arsenal was better than Ashley Cole at the scummy Chelsea.
Scummy Chelsea?
He was younger, of course.
I'm going for Ashley Cole at the Chelsea.
Of
course,
Chelsea.
he came to the Chelsea to win the big trophies.
win
For me, you're talking about age. What do we think happens in the game when you get older? You learn. Education. And I think at Chelsea, he was the more complete player.
Again,
you can say made in this, made in that. He was completed in Chelsea. At the end of the day, you're saying Ashley Cole was better at Arsenal, but he said himself, Mourinho was the best manager he played under and got the best out of him. So, I don't want to hear that a casual, I'm an Arsenal fan, so my opinion matters more than what Ashley Cole said about his own game.
He said that his best manager was Mourinho because he was salty that the club only offered him what?
Did you know that? Did you talk to him?
50k a week.
Did you talk to him?
I did actually. It wasn't allowed to go out.
About this?
You smell that?
About this, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I smell cap.
Best thing he done at Chelsea was what? Champions League against Bayern Munich 1-1, stinky.
An Arsenal fan talking about stinky Champions League. It's
thing.
so funny! Put your hand back.
The best thing he done at Arsenal was an invincible season. Have you ever done it?
Well done. All right. Who made the better points?
I told you a point from Ashley himself.
What?
So did I.
None of you have references. The point goes to Chelsea, Ashley Cole.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Juwon back up against it, but it's time to go to perhaps the most important position on the pitch. Central defensive midfielder.
Oh.
The one who had the role named after him, the Makelele role.
Okay.
We're going to go to Makelele right now.
Yeah.
Barclays Player of the Year. And when we're talking about physicality, meeting, game IQ, that's when we first saw scanning the pitch in terms of, he's looking ahead, he's thinking how he can link the strikers in. All of these players would not have been able to thrive if Makelele wasn't in the middle doing his thing.
He had a role meal named after him, yeah? You know Stormzy had a McDonald's meal named after him as well, right? Does that make him the best ever?
What sort of argument is this?
Pat, Big Pat, Uncle Pat versus Claude.
Physically, even no matter his size, he was still out pushing, maneuvering, tempo in the midfield against people your size.
Okay,
he's the better player.
I'm just hearing a Robin Hood story, how the little man overcame the big man. Pat Vieira done all of that, but better. But just because he's big and he's meant to do that,
Are you saying it's an anti-big man agenda?
they're just trying to diminish his role.
When you think of DMs in the Premier League,
think
iconic,
Makelele.
you think Makelele. Every single man that played with this man told you we could not achieve the trophies we did without him.
Every single player says that about the team.
No, every single player doesn't, because I ain't heard that about yours.
In your team, you want to win a league, you
Get
want to win
Makelele.
a tournament,
Makelele.
anything.
Makelele.
To shoot sometimes.
He's describing
to
my
really
player.
lead a team.
He's describing my player.
Makelele couldn't do that.
Can't shoot.
Oh, so we're judging DMs on their abilities to shoot. Make the vote.
Player, settle down, otherwise you're going to get one of them, all right?
Yeah, cheers.
The point
Clearly.
goes to,
Clear.
very confident, isn't he?
Confident because I'm right.
She's thinking, surely Yarns ain't going to let Juwon go 3-0 down.
I don't know what to think at this point.
Pat Vieira, Makelele, Patty, get yourself in. Point goes to Juwon.
day.
Right, here we go. I need a defender now.
You need a defender or the defender. Sol Campbell.
I said the defender for Sol Campbell.
Now, obviously not the defender, but if you're talking about someone, a rock at the back, can control the tempo as well. On the ball, he was good. Any man on the ball he'll push off is Sol Campbell. And no defender you give me beats him.
All right, my right centre back is Carvalho.
Oh.
The way you're smiling, I know you've lost.
I'm smiling. The partner to John Terry. And in his first season, 15 goals conceded the entire season. In your first season. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the strongest, but he also scored. Do we not remember the Man United dunking? We're talking about defenders that can...
Score? It's true.
He came in, won the league, had one of the best defensive records that we'll ever see. And added the intelligent side of the game alongside John Terry. John Terry's always been the more physical, aggressive player. He had to have that smartness and that game IQ to support that.
Of course, and without the power and the defensive ability, because all that story, I didn't hear one defensive attribute.
Yeah, love. Sol
about
Campbell
wins! Give me
wins.
the points.
I'm going to go to one of the most important positions on the pitch
Yeah.
and one of the most iconic players of all time.
Hey.
Check in goalkeeping position. And look at that face. The face of defeat. Every goalkeeping record in the Prem. Most clean sheets in a season. Most clean sheets of all time. When you think of how a goalkeeper should play, who is the standard that everyone looks up to? Saving penalties, saving free kicks. And then you want to talk about off the pitch attributes. The leadership, who he was as a character in that squad, to Mourinho. He is the GOAT goalkeeper of all time.
Juwon?
Jens Lehmann won an invincible, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
love. This is all Arsenal fans.
Look at the camera, don't look at me.
Love. Look at me in my eyes.
Brother, I'm with you.
Do it.
I used to be a goalkeeper, right? So I really studied all of these goals. Jens Lehmann, though, hella overlooked.
This from a goalkeeping expert.
Hella overlooked.
Sorry.
All right? He's up there with your checks.
Up there, but not. And
Give it a point,
you're
man.
comparing
Give it a
it.
point.
Point goes to well done, Petr Cech. Ray!
It's clear as day.
All right.
Now this one, I actually don't know who you're gonna bring for this one.
Oh.
I have zero clue. In the 10. German, like Jens, he's German. Also Turkish as well. Mesut Ozil. Again, people would talk about how he didn't track back, he was lazy. But on his day, Mesut Ozil, you pick out any attacker in behind the defense. By the way, Mesut's dribbling, left foot, outside the boot, allow me. His shooting as well, he had a chip named after him. Rolled, you like that? If Giroud was an actual striker, Ozil would have had over 20 assists in the Premier League.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, had a whatever.
I'll die on that hill.
I've already given you Makelele. I've already given you Lampard. The third man is the Bison. It's Michael Essien. That's who I'm putting in my midfield. The one that, scored the worldie on you, on your team. I'm pretty sure you vividly remember. I like a midfielder that can do both. I like a very balanced squad. And the way Michael Essien attacked and defended and shot from range, incredible. I think Michael Essien in his day and age was balling out on a regular, more consistent basis. So I think he's a better player.
Also part of a better squad than Ozil was. Ozil came in there being the star that stayed there for about 5 years, was in and around players like Mustafi, who was good, wasn't he? No, he wasn't. He was part of a crap squad.
Listen, if you are in a good squad, it's even more obvious if you're crap. Michael Essien had to come into the squad and prove he could hang with the big boys.
Oh, I like
and
that.
not only did he do that, people would watch him. If he grabbed that ball outside 25 yards, you knew where that was going. His main argument to you is, well, if Giroud was a striker, he would have had, could've. I respect him as a player, but at the end of the day, the accolades, show me the accolades, slam them on the table.
18 assists in the Premier League season with, as I said before, Olivier as a striker. 18 assists. Okay. Has any of your players ever done that? I'll tell you, quick answer. No, they have not.
The decision is point to Juwon.
Easy.
All right, next centre-back. Hall of Famer, one of the greatest centre-backs the Premier League has ever seen. Chelsea's most successful captain. When you think of a centre-back in the Premier League, who do we think of? John George Terry.
Drop the middle name as well.
Don't chat to me. John Terry. Yeah. Aerial ability. Strong. Locked up your favourite strikers back in your day. The ones your name dropping. 5 Premier League titles. 5 FA Cups.
Only 5. We got 14.
A Champions League. When you're talking about everything you want from a centre-back, he delivered that. And not only did he deliver that, he did that with multiple different partners and was still at the top of his game.
He absolutely did with multiple partners. Juwon, please give me...
Your guy nearly lost his tongue if it wasn't for our medical staff. It's true.
Clap for Arsenal's medical staff.
It's true. Clap. Tony Adams.
Long day.
Yeah.
Point goes to Ray. You know John Terry's middle name?
George.
Mad.
Have to.
Right back. Bakary Sagna. Listen.
Fairs.
Who's a great right back. If we're talking defensive ability, he's played in the centre back because he was so good defending. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Okay, so I raise you, Ivanovic. Right back. The reason why I'm saying that is you want to talk about versatility. He can also play centre back.
Yes.
Also, Mourinho also put him in striker some games because he can score with his head. So when we're talking about a right back,
wasn't some games, was at the end of the game. But go on.
Some part of the game.
Matter some games like he's trying to move like Van Persie now.
You said his name.
What's his name?
Anyways, when you're thinking about a right back that makes those tackles that you need, when you need to lock down that left wing, I'm thinking of Ivanovic.
And he's got them big cheeks.
He's got the when we hear about players that went against him, all they say is, I couldn't get past this brick wall. The physicality and the strength that this man had, I didn't even want to attempt to dribble past him.
Ivanovic wins. Let's go.
You're an idiot. You're an even more idiot. And you're an idiot for even watching this crap. Like and subscribe. What's that?
Let's go.
Who's next?
Front three. I'm going right wing. Robben with the most beautiful left foot that used to cut in and scored the most beautiful screamers. Now I know at Chelsea he was injured a lot, but that even highlights my point of when he played, the impact he had when he played. Any wing back that was against him was getting smoked and left at Sainsbury's.
Iron Robben with hair, fair play. Juwon, what you got for me?
Dennis Bergkamp. Iron or Dennis? They're both Dutch.
Fairs.
They are both Dutch.
Fairs.
On the ball, who's better? Dennis. Who can actually use his other foot? Dennis. Who shoots better? Dennis.
Yeah, but who's faster?
But guess what? He's faster, isn't he? Flippin' egg. What a trophy. I know you like that line.
Yeah, I do.
What a trophy. Who had more hair? Dennis. When they think of Iron Robben, do they think of him with hair or even with a blue shirt? No, they don't. What impact did he leave at Chelsea?
I don't think when we're talking about this prime.
So no answer.
Mourinho,
Anyways.
Look. What I'm looking for is for a player, a young player.
Help from good.
Playing at a big club, he delivered and did what he had to do on that right wing, and we all remember how he contributed to that Chelsea team. It's not the prime, but at the end of the day, you have to respect what Robben did at Chelsea. You have to.
That's a good point.
I asked, what did he do? You didn't give me an answer.
Oh, I love that. Do you know what? Fair play. Dennis Bergkamp wins. Juwon is backs up against the wall with 2 positions left. Perhaps the tightest contest of the day. Striker position. 2 clubs that have featured incredible strikers. Juwon, have the floor.
You can't win striker.
That's fine because it's tight.
It's so tight.
Because at the end of the day, Didier Drogba was like one of the most respected strikers, so I don't mind losing to Henry. Like,
how is this close?
He's on a wind up today.
The best the Premier League has ever seen versus Africa's greatest. Respect to Didier, great striker. Versus Henry.
Why is he the best
striker? He's a
striker?
better dribbler. He's a better striker of the ball. He leads the team better. He got better stats, way better stats than Didier.
11 finals, 10 trophies, 10 goals. When you think about the moments that matter.
She just reworded it. Man just reworded it.
When you think about the moments that matter in football,
Lord.
when you want your striker to step up and win you things, because at the end of the day, what happens at the end of your career? People look at what you've won.
They do.
Especially as a striker.
Oh.
So for me, when I'm looking at a striker, you know, I go back to that night against Bayern Munich in the final, and I see Drogba step up. I know the trophy's mine. And I respect TT. Wow, what a player, what he did for the streets.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me he showed up in the moments that matter. My final point is, you know, Drogba was the striker, the pinpoint striker that everyone wanted to have on their team. And when you're talking about, you have to talk about delivering in the moments with strikers. He's done that more so than anyone could have ever imagined. And the trophies matter, and the goals matter, and he has that to his resume. And I want to hear it on Henri's.
I do love Africa.
Thierry Henry was there. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's all they bring when it comes to Drogba. Thierry Henry was a pinpoint player that everyone wanted on their team. Was he not? Yes or no? Point goes to Juwon. Thank you.
The point does go to Juwon.
Facts. Left wing,
Yeah.
Shirayah.
Who are you going for?
Robert Pires. Left wing. I could have gone for anyone else, but I went for big Robbo. Great guy. On the ball, his passing ability was amazing. You can't give me another player.
Oh,
You can't give me another player that had better ball striking, better passing, better controlling of the game, better dribbling than Robert Pires.
I want to talk about my left winger, who's one of the best dribblers the Premier League has ever seen. Eden Hazard, your mate. One of the best dribblers that football has ever seen, period. When you think of someone in blue running down the wing, not even run through the back line, run through your midfield two for bants, would trip, slip, slide and still stick it in the back of your net.
Eden. Under Mourinho was there, 13 to 15? Hazard was there, of course. Under Mourinho, what did he do?
He played like Eden Hazard plays.
Yeah.
You just said you don't have to talk, in all your arguments this video, you spoke, I don't have to talk about trophies or accomplishments, because player for player, it's about what the player can deliver on the pitch in terms of he consistently, when he played, bear in mind the man barely even went training. Can we put that out there?
But I never asked you for trophies. I said, what did he do? Pires' best seasons were under Wenger. Eden's best seasons was what? It was 16, 17 when he got like 15 goals, 16 goals. Under Mourinho wasn't his best.
Not even at his best is better than a lot of the players in the league. So I'm not even trying to hear that. I'm telling you would take any version of Eden Hazard over Perez. I'm telling you.
No, I wouldn't. You would.
You're chatting rubbish. It's Eden Hazard.
He's not a better passer.
Any stage of
he's
Eden
not a better
Hazard.
ball striker.
Ladies and gentlemen, right wing!
Right decision was made, lads. Right decision was made. Thank you.
No, what colour is London?
Do I have to say it? Blue.